Okay, hi, welcome to today's art journal video. So I thought today I would work on this. Now this is a journal that I'd put together, and I'll show you how it's made, and then what we're going to do, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to fill it up with some of the papers that I've got. So, so I'm going to show you the papers. Okay, so I've got a little plastic container that has loads of papers. There's loads more than this, but I've just taken these bits out and I thought these are going to go in the journal. So they're going to prepare the pages, they're going to be I'm just going to go through and cover the pages, and I've got things like these words. I might not use all of them, but I'll use some of the words on there. And yeah, so some of them have just been taken from like you get free papers and free kind of like ephemera that you can use. And then I think this one, yeah, it's just glitter on a page. So I hope to use as much of this paper as possible in this journal. So let's have a look at the journal. So I've made this from recycled, I'm just going to come out slightly. It's made from a milk carton. And here's the bit that you can tell that that's the bit from the milk carton. And what I was going to do in there, it's like glittered. I was going to put like a little gem or something like that, so when you open it, or a message in there, but I haven't yet. So we've got decoration on the front. I've done some slow stitching. We've got some gesso, so we've got texture. We've got this jigsaw piece, very large one, and then we've got this little image here. And all the decoration you can see on the front, French knots, and then on the back I've just done some little doodling. But one of the things I do like to do with my journals is always have room that you can come back and do something in it. So this particular one, I encourage you to kind of make your own, kind of like using recycled paper. And again, when I was putting it together, what I did is I had these cards that were just hanging around. They're ones that I was going to create, but in the end didn't. And so I thought, let me just make a little mini journal. So we've got one here, we've got this one here. This is a CD that I've covered, and then some of the pages have been prepped. So some I might just say put, like I've got these like mini ACTs that I made. So, you know, I could put one on there and then write, you know, do some doodling or whatever. So that's that one. So these pages need to be prepped. And then I've got this. There were just some cards that I made another mini journal from. So these pages either need to have some background paper on it, or I could paint them. This is an image that I stamped. So anything that I have that's like extra laying about, I might put it in a journal like this. But we've got 3 spaces to work on. So again, if I had paint left over, I would be able to come to a space like this and say, okay, let me just add it to that page. And you will see in most of my videos on my art journals that I'm doing that kind of thing. If I've got excess paper, excess paint, I'm rubbing it off on a journal. So let us get started. Okay, so as I said, let's have a look through some of these papers. So we've got some this is some this was just a flower that I doodled on some book paper. And then we've got this paper as well. I used it as a wrapping paper. It's just brown paper, but I'm not sure I'm going to use this right now. I'm going to maybe use some of these bits and the tissue. Actually, I'm not sure I'm going to use this. So just go through your supplies and see what you've got, and think about some of the things that you can actually work on. And this kind of paper is, I got it free from a magazine, and I just want to use it up. I don't want to throw it away. So, but it will make a nice addition to a page, because it can always be painted. And these, they're different, like, you know, tickets and things like that. Just kind of like your vintage looking thing that I might just run some of these through. Okay, so let me get my glue. So I'm going to get a card as well to spread the glue with, and we're just going to keep it simple. I probably won't be able to get through all of these, but I can maybe do a few pages, and you'll see how I actually work with it and get it done. And it's actually good that there are 3 different spaces, because then, yeah, I could paint this one and then let that dry, and then get on to paint, you know, doing some glue or whatever in the others. So I'm going to start with this first. The only thing about this journal is this, it's a box lid. I've got another one that I created here, and I just wanted to make it can be like, you can hang it up, or this one I put on the front of the book, but yeah, you can't open it flat. So that's as flat as we'll get it, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and see what I've got and add them to the page, and then we'll come back at the end and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I've got this so far. As I'm doing it, I'm thinking that I want to add some paint to this one, so when it dries, so I will have to leave this for now, and I can either add some stamping, some additional stamping, or I can, you know, use this to write a message or put a note there. So I want these two to dry. I'm going to let them dry naturally, and I'm going to work on one of the pages in here, just again to show you how I might work. These are all plain apart from some of them, like here, so I might just cover this or incorporate this into the design as well, and the same with this one. Put a little note on the front and just use this as is. Okay, I think we should do this one, just finish off with this one. So what's happened is there was, I had added, it's one of those, just the cut out words. I used my Cricut, and obviously the stickiness has come off, so we're just going to colour over this, just randomly, not just using this blue, and I'm just going to go over the shapes. Where it's torn, and we'll just change up the whole feel of this page. So I'm using, this is like a brownie, so I could use my card or I can use my brush. With the card you get a nice flatter finish. But we're just adding an additional colour, and it doesn't matter whether it doesn't really, you know, it's a colour that I like, but it's not going to be the finished bit for this. Actually, I might have to take some of this off as it gets wet. Okay. So what I want to do is just add some additional paint to the surface, and then I'm going to use my card. So I'm just taking some colours, just pick them up. But obviously I would say, you know, go for whatever your favourite colours are that you want to use. And I'm just going to use my card. And then excess I'm going to put up here. So that's a first of this page that I've done. So that one I won't need to do. Yeah, it's just taking the excess off. Okay, so I mean, you can't necessarily see that says joy anymore, and that doesn't matter. It's just another texture on the page. But I like the blue and the yellow and the orange, the way that they have left themselves on the page. And so I'll take my brush now and then just add or smooth out any of the paint that I want to shift, just around the edges here. It doesn't matter if you get paint on the other, because they're not done at the moment, so you're just experimenting and playing. So Okay, so paint's not totally dry, but I'm feeling some faces, some figures, and again I don't have to have it doesn't have to be complete. I can just like lay out the basis of so it's all about play. So that's the first one done. So now I've got a lot of excess paint that now I can rub all over some of the pages, and then I've got the black ink that I've been using, and I save that for, say, a page like this where it's got the background paint, but I might want to add some thick lines so that I can do some doodling in. Yes, it's always a good idea to have several pages that are waiting for you to do something on. And who knows what you'll be inspired to do. And I might do some journaling on this side. Yeah, okay. Because you could always, or maybe look at, yeah, as I was saying, you can always do some more doodling, but maybe look through, yeah, I like that, the little mini cards that I created. Okay, I need to get my glue gun. Okay, I think my glue gun is ready. Nearly. Yeah, okay, let's work quickly. Alrighty, so we're just gonna put that in the center there. It says, God knows the desires of your heart, trust him in all your ways and he will make your path straight. Okay, so there we have it. So it's nice to have these little A to C T cards where you can, if you've got a space you want to fill in, you can. I didn't really have to do that much to this page because I'd already done it in the tags. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that, both of these pages, and I hope that encourages you to play and spend time in your journal. Take care for now.